Hello Targar friends. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here and it's time for another Orc Mode workout. And today was max effort press day. You guys saw the random number generator. A few people have asked, hey Jason, what's with that? Well, you saw the chart. I let a random number generator pick what I'm going to max on every day. Also, by the way, for those of you who enjoy these videos every single day, please remember to click like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. It won't take much time out of your day. And if you guys watch them, then I know you like these. These get a couple thousand views, these vlogs. And if likes could be proportionate, that would be fantastic. So thank you so much. But over to the training. Also, made one final adjustment to the audio. I'm going to have tons and tons of videos with different audio and the informative coming up, but this one I'm hoping we'll get the audio where I want it. I've done everything I can, so just let me know how it sounds to you guys on different devices. It would be greatly appreciated. Trying to get this new mic to work. But today was close grip bench press with 77 pounds of chains. Now for those also curious, this is my 7th day in a row hitting a max and then doing large amounts of accessory volume afterwards. So I'm maxing every day on something. This is the 7th day in a row. I've maxed out on a press 4 times in the last 7 days, and then I do, like today, 15 sets of accessory work afterwards. A lot of volume. Of course, yesterday was a max deadlift. This actually went pretty decent. I haven't even checked my charts at what my previous max was with this much chain weight. I may not have even used this much chain weight. I would need to check. I'm not really sure. I'll check it out later. Maybe let you guys know. But that actually felt pretty good. 275 plus 77 pounds of chains wasn't bad. Now, of course, I'm using close grip right now, and I should be fatigued from all the maxing, and I'll probably get better and better at this over time. But ended up doing 285. It was a little tough at the lockout, and that's to be expected. A little tough at the lockout. But it wasn't bad, and it wasn't really grindy. It was reasonably fast, so I'll take that. But I knew that if I went up another 10, I could very possibly miss it. So I stopped there. And as you guys can see, the chains are pretty much at the top, so it's the full 77 pounds. And for those who are curious about that, those are 5/8 chains, and then the lead chains and everything. I can show you guys the math at some point for people who care, but my chains are all standardized. Then I decided to do some dips today. Now, these I did because the other day I did notice that we did have some pec weakness on one of the presses, and I went ahead and did close grip afterwards. I thought I would incorporate some of these, but man, these were tough. I tried to step up to the next band up today, and this was hard. I only got like 9. I might have got 10, but I struggled with that heavier band. Trying to run that green band for sets of 10, oh my god. So, I mean, I technically got the set, but it was sloppy, so I went back down to the band I used last time. And this was still challenging. As I got towards rep 10 on the final sets, this was actually pretty hard. So, not going to lie. And I ended up feeling it more in my chest than in my triceps. And that's been the case with these banded ones. Now, partially could be because some of them I may not be hitting the top peak lockout. But that's okay. Any sort of dip is going to work the pecs and the triceps both. So, it still addresses general weakness. And I just wanted a day to where I did something besides the close grip press. Because I've done close grip presses for 5 sets of 10 every one of these press workouts. And I just wanted some minor variation so that I'm not hitting the exact same thing every single time. We need a little bit of variation in here just to make sure we're not getting overuse injuries, things like that. I don't know that this is the best choice right now. I like this exercise. I want to keep it in the rotation. And I definitely got a good response from it. Don't get me wrong. It definitely lit my pecs up. And I still felt triceps a lot also. So it definitely works. And it's a good exercise. But I feel like probably more close grip type pressing would be better. I just didn't want to do it on a day where I did a close grip press with chains because it's so similar to the max movement. But that might have been the better choice for me today. And if nothing else, maybe I'll work them in with a football bar or something. If I'm worried about getting stale, worried about overuse from doing too much of the same lift, I do have the other bar. And I also have the option of putting accommodating resistance on the bar if I need to as well. But these were tough today. Went ahead and went with my strict press because I know I need more front delt. We've got to be honest. Yes, we need pec if we're going to go mainly close grip pressing. We do need it. But I am getting plenty of chest work right now. The volume of it is accumulating with all the close grip pressing and everything. I really need delts and triceps more because I know they carry over really well to the close grip press. and particularly kind of that mid-range sticking point with a closed grip. It's usually delts causing you issues. I need to get really strong again at my strict press. You guys have seen me hit 227.5 on this for a max before when I was really working on it. But right now I'm doing it for volume. I just need to make sure that I build up all the musculature involved with my pressing in general. And so this is a good choice for my delts, along with the fact that it does work some upper chest and it does work triceps pretty effectively. But really this will be my main front delt exercise, mainly because I need it. And it's just a good all-around movement. Works the whole shoulder girdle, traps everything. And we need more trap. You know, I've had some people say, hey, why would you just do some inclines? Since the incline is a great front delt exercise also. The incline is not really that good of a chest exercise. People don't grasp that. More and more data shows it really isn't. Dips and even floor presses and stuff hit your upper chest just as good as incline does. But it's a great delt exercise. But I just feel like, because again, I want more trap and stuff, I feel like traps might end up limiting stuff like my conventional deadlift, because I'm doing conventional and sumo now both. Just a lift like this is better for overall shoulder girdle, possibly a little bit of upper back. So we're just keeping it in. And again, mainly it's a good exercise and it fits my needs. And we can do a lot of volume on it, which is what I did today. I managed to squeeze out 5x10 with this again. I'd said I wanted to get back to 5x10, get the work capacity up even when I'm doing this as a third exercise, after a max and then some sort of other chest press for volume. And I did. I got to the 5x10 today. Now, it wasn't easy. I had to rest pause it. I did have to rest pause it to finish it out. Like, I couldn't do this just straight through. And I think I had to rest pause it at least the final rep of every set. But as I got near the end, it was like 7 reps and then 3 rest pause reps trying to knock it out. But we did get there. And yeah, I know this is a lightweight. I know even for me, guys are like 135 for a strict press. That's not that much. It's not. But I'm doing other lifts first. I'm not fresh. And I'm doing 5 sets of 10, 50 total reps. And even with a moderate weight like this, it's not particularly heavy. It'll put a lot of size on you. People need to remember that is the training philosophy at the moment. We are doing really the equivalent of conjugate method max effort over and over and over, which means large amounts of accessory volume. We pick the movements that are going to put the most meat on us. And we do extra ones that puts it in the right place. Now, in my case, we know that's triceps, hamstrings, you know, some traps, glutes, all that too. I mean, everything gets worked. If you take my assistance work I'm doing right now, it looks like a good bodybuilder program, to be fair. If we took all my max lifts out and look at what I've done in the last week for volume, it looks like a bodybuilder program. Bunches of sets of 10 to 12 that hits everything in the body with well over 20 work sets per body part. Well over. So we're doing that in addition to maxing every day. So that's the name of the game. We max out and then we make everything grow. Get as thick as possible because size equals strength. But we have the perk of having the benefits of a max first. All right, that trains maximum strength, and we're doing it on such a wide variety of random lifts that you just get all around strong. Just like the rest of the training is there to make you all around thick, as thick and as big as possible, but with an emphasis on your weakest muscle groups. And in this case, stuff like my triceps, right? My triceps, my hamstrings. Also, I need to remind you guys I'm still doing the chins every day. Most days I'm still hitting 100 chins while doing this. I did have one day where I only did 50. It was the day before I deadlifted. I don't know what I'll get today. I haven't done any yet. I'll try to get my 100 today. I got a busy schedule this afternoon. I'll try to squeeze them in. We'll see how it goes. I'll shoot for my 100 anyways. I'll hopefully get it. But we did 5 sets to failure with this. They ended up being around 12 to 13 reps. I kind of lost count. But the Skullcrushers with chains, with a really narrow grip. And I've explained before why I'm doing these, why they work. But again, this is making sure that we fully develop the triceps. Now, all the other stuff hits them. I mean, a bunch of dips against bands, overhead pressing. It's a lot of tricep work. This 5x10 makes sure that we finish them. And people need to keep in mind this isn't being done only once a week. This is being done every 48 hours. So my triceps are getting both the compounds and the direct work, the smaller exercise, every 48 hours. Pretty much near my maximum volume I could probably get away with. I'm feeling pretty good. I will say that I'm still getting lower back cramping. I'm having to do really high rep good mornings, massaging my lower back, keeping that all in check. It doesn't seem to be a muscular strength thing. It does seem to be largely training induced. So I'm having to really mitigate that. But so far the experiment's going good in spite of that. Now, when I mentioned that, I did have someone say, "Are you sure there's not, some that there in your milk causing that?" Well, I don't know. I don't think they're spiking my milk with stuff like that here in Texas. We have really, really clean milk. Had someone imply there might be D-bowl in my milk. Well, they might be doing that at the factory. I don't know. It's possible. But I would hope not. We have really clean milk in Texas. But I am getting some lower back pumps and cramping. So again, I'm just doing high rep good mornings every time it starts, and that seems to help a lot. And just kind of chilling in between when I'm doing other stuff, lay down for a bit when I'm reading or whatever, or checking my messages, and just sticking that massager on my back. And that seems to usually alleviate it for an hour or so before it comes back. And I'm doing the same thing before bed, and then if I wake up and it's cramping at all at night, doing the same thing. But that hasn't inhibited my ability to deadlift yesterday. So again, it's not like an injury risk. It's, again, the training is a lot of volume, and my body's going to have to adapt to this. But thus far, we're going pretty strong. We're going pretty hard. We'll write out this experiment. I will eventually have to have days off, but I'm not going to do it till I have to. I do have a deload coming up. I will probably do fairly soon, but we'll get there when we get there. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.